Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm trying not to fall here, and I've got a confession to make. This is take two. I screwed up the first recording really bad, and hopefully you learn from my mistakes. I screwed up the mounting part, and I'll show you where I went wrong. But I've already made a hole here, so let's just pretend that there's no hole here and that I'm just doing it from scratch. So I'm gonna show you step by step how to mount the beautiful Wallygro planters. And here I go. So the first thing that I did was I used my stud sensor to sense where the stud was. So how this works is that you basically place it onto the wall, you press a little button on it, and it shows that it's ready with the green light. And then you slowly slide it on the wall. Uh-oh. Let's do that one more time. Place it on the wall. It's gonna be ready right there. Slowly slide it, and boom. That's where the wood beam is basically. So down this wall is basically a big wood beam. And I already marked, and obviously there's a hole there, but the first thing I did when I found the wood beam is I marked it with a pencil so I could know where that wood beam was. So that's how the sensor works. Really cool. So I marked my hole, and the first thing I did was I grabbed the regular screw, and this screw is very sharp. Not sure if you can see that. It's very sharp. So what I did was I placed it on there, and with a hammer, I lightly tapped it in so I could catch grip on the wall, okay? And another important thing that I should say, I should correct myself. You don't need a screwdriver, a drill for this project. And that's something that I said that you would need. Yes, it would make it a lot easier, but you can do it with a regular screwdriver. And I actually recommend that you do it with the screwdriver, even though it's gonna take a little more strength and time, because you can be more gentle. I'm not very experienced with drills, so I don't know how to control the speed very well. And I think that's how I screwed it up the first time around. So use a screwdriver. That I have to say, that is very important. So let me put that down right here. And what I did was I grabbed my regular screw, I placed it where it was marked, I tapped it in with the hammer, and with the screwdriver, of course it has to fit the head, I gently screwed it all the way in until it went literally all the way inside. So not halfway, all the way inside where the head is leveled with the wall, okay? And then after it went in, I took it back out. And with the white screw that they provide for you, I went ahead and put that into the hole with my screwdriver, of course. And this is where I screwed up the first time. I was very rough with the drill, and I completely bent this, because this is plastic, so you have to be very careful. I completely bent this to one side, and it just wouldn't go in. And that's where you should know that you just have to be really gentle and keep it nice and straight. I even did it at an angle. Not good. So I placed it into the hole, and with my screwdriver, I gently went in all the way nice and straight until it went all the way inside. And I left it in the wall. That is basically the anchor screw. I didn't even know what that was, but yes, that is the anchor screw. My husband, he gave me a little lesson after I screwed up. So now that the anchor is inside, we can put in our bracket with the screwdriver, with the screw that I took out. I keep getting screwdriver, ugh, okay. So now with this little bracket that you'll need to hang the planter with. I'm gonna put the screwdriver in to that hole, put it into the anchor, and gently screw this in, nice and straight. Until it's nice and tight, okay? And the bracket, it has a little gap on the top, so you'll be able to fit your planter right on top of it. And let me show you how that goes. So I'll show you the back of the planter, and it's got this little pocket there, this little lip with these little plastic ridges that's gonna make it nice and tight. And you're carefully gonna level it with the bracket, and it's gonna fit right in. It's just gonna slide right in, no problem. And you don't have to do this, but if you want it nice and straight, I have this cool ruler with levels on it, and you can put it right at the bottom, and there we go. So that's nice and straight. So it just needs to be, okay, so that's nice and leveled. So it's nice and straight, it's not lopsided. And that's all it takes, guys. So even though I made it seem harder than it looks, it's really not. You can simply just use a screwdriver, just like the instructions say, and screw it in. It's just gonna take a little more time, a little more strength, but it's better to do it this way than with a drill, especially if you're not really experienced with a drill. So that's all it is. I have my Wallygro I have a Wallygro planter now on my wall, and it's very exciting. Would I buy another Wallygro planter, another set? Heck yeah, I would. This was a lot of fun. And now that I see my living room with the 3 planters, it looks so much better than just having them on tables. For me, personally, it doesn't look as cluttered. It looks a little more organized and gives it a clean look. I love the colors. So I do highly recommend this product. And if you're still watching, thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you learned from my mistakes. Until the next time, guys. Bye.